Right. We are live. After yesterday's interesting, developments, hopefully tonight will be a little more straightforward. But yes, we are here and live. Someone was kind enough to point out, be sure and hit the like button on your way in. Um, Give us some love. But welcome. We're continuing the days on the air with the birth of Isis, aka Aset. Um, and there's a little discussion today on Discord, and got some comments yesterday because there are people that celebrate Operon Pit, the New Year in August. Um, and if you do that, on your own, that's okay. And there's, pardon me, you could also, observe parrot subjects, the emergence of Sirius in your area, whenever that's appropriate. I think for here it would be sometime between the 3rd and the 7th, I guess, thereabouts, but of August. But the nice thing about picking a date and saying, okay, this is our official one, is that everybody can join in and participate and feel like they were part of something. And if you don't have an opportunity, because in our own lives we get really busy, and I guess that's one of the biggest things that I advocate, is yes, we can figure out all the particulars of the calendar and talk about sightings for things. I've had discussions with Sumerian reconstructionist friends, and it gets really into the weeds, and I appreciate their dedication to scholastic, I guess sticking to the facts, as they were, but it kind of takes on a different light when you say, all right, well, how are we going to do this, next month? Suddenly you have to deal with issues of practicality. And what we found is just sticking with this, and again, honoring modern Egyptian pagan history, and the first group to actually incorporate, and when they started their year, that's why we do this, in mid-July. So we are 2 days out from the Kemetic New Year, according to Kemetic Reform calendar. So with that explanation, and if you read when I do descriptions for each video, I'll include some little teaser about a bit of historical information, and you have to tune in order to hear that. But the question that I posed this time was, what is this particular day? What was it called in Roman times? Because Isis, being as popular as she was, her birthday became an special cause for celebration. And so by Roman times, it was referred to as the Amasicia. So, that's, a big, it's a happy day. It's a day to celebrate leading up to, the big kahuna being New Year's. So with that said, yeah. And if you hear a soft noise in the background, that is an air filter that I set up, so that we can, try to keep down allergens and stuff, so Darren can stay with us the whole time. And I want to thank everyone that was, concerned about him. We were able to get that taken care of last night, and
I'm here, everybody.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll be able to stay with us the whole time.
And I love you guys too.
Yeah. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me. Stephnute purifies me. Hail unto you, O you natural. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts.
This is unfair.
Yes, that pertains to us. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure. We are pure.
Nothing in this house has been that cold until right now. And then she pours it over my hands, and it turns to ice as it comes out the bottle.
Maybe he just has a lot of cleaning to do.
Robert, don't make me exercise my vocabulary.
In fairness, that seems to be a byproduct of blood pressure medicine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand it quite well.
Yeah, so
That was give me crap.
thou dost give me. You know, there actually is a proper way. There actually is a proper way to conjugate that old style English, and there are right and wrong ways to use some of those things with the dost and the giveth and all that.
Yeah.
And I figured this out when I was working on dialogue for a particular character in my novels who speaks in an archaic manner, and so that is how I learned that. But you're saying, "Thou dost giveth me crap." Yeah.
There is a whole group of music that's come out called bardcore,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where they take modern songs and they convert them into medieval style. So you hear them in archaic language, and
Yeah, I think they've done that with some stuff by
somebody
Metallica.
that I used to know is one of them.
Wait. Somebody that I used to know, they did that with...
Yes.
Okay, well, I may have to go down that rabbit hole later, but I have things to do tonight,
Yes.
so...
I shall besmirch you with a generous portion of giblet gravy.
They did Jolene, too.
Concentrate. We're trying to get into,
Sorry,
a ritual headspace here. So I'm just going to peek over here at the comments real quick. Someone's asking, what instance do you think that Aset would like? I think
Rich, heady ones.
Well, hold on. I actually did mention that because I'd kind of posed that with some folks and in celebrating. I do have mention of that. So let's see. Isis enjoys flowers and floral scented incense, particularly rose. Is also reported to like vanilla fragrances. Traditionally, honey cakes and milk were offered to her on feast days. As with most Egyptian deities, bread, wine, and fruit all make excellent offerings. The two foods, historically considered taboo to Isis were fish and pork. But, if you were unaware of it and you just happened to offer something and it was a sincere offering, she's kind of like the mom that is really tolerant of, the little kids when they, oh, how sweet, honey, you drew crayon murals all over the wall. That's beautiful. And now we have to clean the wall, honey.
So that's what happened to all my macaroni.
Right, that sort of thing. Yeah, but she's not gonna like, she knows if you're being sincere, she's not gonna, come down on you. Contrary to what, other traditions have suggested, we've never found her to be like that. So. Yes, and I was just moving our little. This is our little LED candle that I've had going since the days on the year began, and it's still going strong, which is really amazing, and I'm really happy for that. And you know what? I keep a handful of these on hand just in case we need light for a power outage. And as we've demonstrated, they can last a really long time if they're fresh. So.
I thought it was rather auspicious that you have the roses on the altar because she favored roses.
Yeah, and I happened to get some that bloomed. It was really awesome. So. Yes, my water lilies bloomed. They didn't time up with this, but I know that it is actually flowering now. So, come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come, oh come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus the eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, has been with us in the past, and will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
And so we light our candles. For Osiris. For Horus. For Set. And now for Aset. And I'm going to keep using these LEDs this time around for Mama Sekhmet. Ask her to continue to bring peace and healing to all those who need it. Because we have friends that are waiting to... there we go. Got it sitting up straight. We have friends that are waiting to hear dates for surgery, that are trying to get well so they can keep working, who are concerned about loved ones. We ask Sekhmet to protect them, to give them strength and healing. And we ask her son, okay, that's, I don't know what that means, but we ask Mahas to look after everyone who is in the path of storms and to hopefully give us good weather for Friday. There's a tropical rainstorm. It's not a tropical storm or a depression yet. We don't know if it's going to be one. Probably not because of where it is. But there is one in the Gulf that's expected to hit Louisiana some point Thursday or Friday. So we're not sure what the weather's going to be like, but there's a possibility that we're going to get a rain out on Friday. I'm trying to keep an eye out because, you don't really know for sure until closer to time. The forecasts are only so good several days out. But when it comes to actually coming out to let everyone have, a union with the sun, I'm going to try to do that, but our live stream then is going to either be 5:30 in the evening if the weather is good. Yes, Central Time. If the weather is good. If not, we'll do it at our normal time at 8:30. So as soon as I have a clear idea of what it's going to be doing, I'll post a formal announcement on the YouTube channel and let everyone know. But just, stay tuned with me. And that's why we're asking Lord Mahas, the Scarlet Lord, to give us a hand if possible, and make sure that, at least in the afternoon, everything's okay and that we can come and bring everyone out into the sunlight without getting stormed on. So,
outside of just the weather, Montez is also the remover of obstacles. So you can, he will be really helpful in this regard.
yeah, and I always ask with the understanding of, well, if it serves a greater good for it to rain on Friday afternoon, then whatever is the greatest good. But if it serves its purposes for us to have a clear day and be able to celebrate outside, then by all means let's have our party outside and stream in the afternoon. You arise in the Aset as Capri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Aset the Great, the mother of the god Horu. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunachiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out Aset. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these, the cool waters that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oh, Yanachuru, these cool waters are the eye of Horus. Your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yanachuru. You may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you and cleanses you. It adorns you and takes its place upon your hands. Oyanachiru, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, Oyanachiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Aset, O Yunachru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Aset, great of magic, within her house. Pure the cause of all of these gods, this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance. Thousands of offerings, all things good and pure for Ra Horaketi and for Aset, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Aset. Come to your bodies, O Yunachru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba, to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra and before Aset. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, and your son, the Osiranisun Nubkeprura, your foes retreat from you, and Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And from the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. Then light this candle, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. And we pour these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horechu ta henket kakao abdus naturim hat hut nebat nafra waber anchet naturim. Kau nachufu nibu machru nibu hirin natura. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. And now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased, and your cow shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The Svet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. And Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day.
Is that a new edition?
What, in the no, the text is the same. What are
No,
you?
the text is not. The text is the same.
Oh,
But I meant on the altar.
oh, which one?
Yeah. At the base.
What, the figure here?
Yes.
That is a when we went to that antique shop here in town, and I got the figure of Osiris that's over on the Aku shrine now, which, at least according to something that I saw online, might have been made in 1930. At the same time, I got another figure of Ma'at. I have the main one that I have is at Ra's feet. She's in Ra's shrine, and that was a gift from a viewer. But I got this other one, and so sometimes, depending on the arrangement on the altar and what kind of space we have, I'll switch to the smaller one. Like especially if we're doing a sailing festival, and so we've got folks on the little model boat. Sometimes the smaller figure fits easier. So it's not exactly a new edition. It's been here a couple of years, but that one might also be antique. So I guess I would have to learn more about what kinds of little figures were made in the. I guess this would have been following Tutmania back in the day that they made figures and they're cast out of a modern metal but enameled to look like they're bronze. So in answer to the question, what I figured I would read tonight, and I've got there's Isis is one of those deities we actually have a lot of surviving things for. There were hymns to her at Philae, and there's also what's called the Isis Eratology. It we know it from the Greek period. Here we are, but it seems to have drawn from works that may have dated to the late period. So it's not entirely Greek in nature. Just it's kind of presented sort of like Greek eratology. So it's in first person as though Isis is speaking and she's explaining all of the things that she has done. I am Isis, ruler of every land. I was taught by Jehuti, and with Jehuti devised letters, both hieroglyphic and demotic, that all might not be written with the same. And again, the original says Hermes, but we know who we're talking about. It's Jehuti. I gave laws to mankind and ordained what no one can change. I am the eldest daughter of Geb. I am the wife and sister of King Osiris. I am the one who discovered wheat for mankind. I am the mother of King Horus. I am the one who rises in the dog star. I am the one called goddess by women. For me was built the city of Bubastis. I separated the earth from the heavens. I showed the path of the stars. I regulate the course of the sun and moon. I devised the activities of seamanship. I made what is right strong. I brought together woman and man, and assigned to women to bring forth into the light of day their infants in the 10th month. I ordained that parents be loved by children, and children be loved by parents. I imposed punishment on those unkindly disposed towards their parents or to their children. I, with my brother Osiris, put an end to cannibalism. I taught men the initiation into mysteries. I instructed them to revere images of the gods. I established the sacred cult places of the gods, and I abolished the rule of tyrants. I put an end to murder. I compelled women to be loved by men. I made right stronger than gold and silver. I ordained that the true should be considered good. Excuse me. I made that nothing should be more fearful than an oath. I have delivered him who unjustly plots against others into the hands of the one against whom he plotted. And I imposed retribution upon those who do injustice. I decreed that mercy be shown to supplicants, and I honor those who justly defend themselves. With me the right has power. I am mistress of rivers and winds and sea. No one is honored without my consent. I am the mistress of war and the mistress of the thunderbolt. I calm the sea and I make it surge. I am in the rays of the sun. I attend the sun in its journey. What I decree, that is also accomplished. All yield to me. I set free those who are in bonds. I make the navigable unnavigable whenever I so decide. I founded enclosure walls of the cities. I am called the lawgiver. I brought up islands out of the depths into light. I am the mistress of rain. I conquer destiny, and destiny obeys me. Hail, O Egypt that nourished me. And again, that's drawing from a text that's called the M text. And so, it's a little bit longer than that. And there's one thing I will say that I did add, because in the Greek original, or the original that we have surviving from that time frame, she ordains that parents be loved by children, but the reverse was not included. But I think it makes sense to have both, and that I think Isis would be just as would impose punishment on those who are unkindly disposed towards children just as much as to their parents. And speaking of children, I think our little one is calling for us. But and a more of a native style hymn to Isis from the island of Philae. And that's another thing, because in the M text, it says that the city of Bubastis was built for me. Well, we know that's the home site for the goddess Bastet, but by later in Egyptian history, Aset, or Isis was absorbing elements from so many different deities that it's easy to see how by that point people would have thought that would have attributed things to her that originally had been meant for other goddesses. But this is
Isis alone.
Yeah. Well, she just kind of started absorbing everybody. There are actually a lot of attributes, I think, that originally belonged to the goddess Neat that ended up being attributed to Isis, especially late in Egyptian history. But this is another hymn from Philae. She is the one who pours out the inundation, which makes all people live and green plants grow, who provides sacred offerings for the gods and voice offerings for the Akh spirits, because she is Lady of Heaven. Her husband is Lord of Duat, and her son is Lord of the land. Her husband is the pure water, renewing himself at Biga at his time. She is Lady of Heaven, Earth, and Duat, having brought them into being through what her heart conceived and her hands created. She is the Ba which is in every city, watching over her son Horus and her brother Osiris. Okay, I'm just kind of checking over the comments here a little bit. Okay. Yes, Aset is known to love myrrh and the Philae hymns. Yes, there's the one of the other ones there says, you whose face loves the trickle of fresh myrrh. And okay, and ladies Ephesus, come in fresh from my friend Jinx going through a nasty divorce. The first court date is tomorrow. She's trying to get sole custody of their daughter from their abusive groomer ex-husband. Oh goodness. Well, we can definitely ask for that. And okay, Pesibus, please continue to pray for Persephone. She's feeling a little better today and slowly getting back to her spicy self. That's wonderful news, because I was really concerned. But it's great to hear that she's feeling better. And
yes.
Okay, and One Eye, good to see you. One Eye, have you gotten your cookies the last couple of times? Let's see. That's cool. Yeah, and hanging up flowers, especially if you hang them like where they won't get any sunlight, that gives them time to dry and they won't fade. But okay, Solemn Sun, just getting here. My phone may die. All right, well, we're about to do the cookies. Okay, in case my phone dies, gonna have a cookie in the appropriate time. All right, holding on to 2%. Oh goodness. Mm-mm. Can this be the gotcha. Let's see. Well, actually, you know what? Considering that her name is spelled with a hieroglyph of a throne, so there you go. Yeah, it's a pun. It's a pun millennia in the making. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Hey, Katie, how are you? Okay, well, having established that, with prayers for Jinx, who is dealing with a divorce and trying to take care of their daughter, and Aset as a mother who had to go to extraordinary lengths to protect her child, and empathizes with every parent that worries about their children. Please be with Jinx and help Jinx to speak with a tongue that fails not, just as you speak with a tongue that fails not, and be able to make her case. And may Geb also be with them and make sure that a good judgment is given for Jinx and their daughter. So we ask you, O patron of mothers everywhere, and we'll ask Nebuchadnezzar tomorrow as well, because since this is going to be on her day, Nebuchadnezzar was no stranger to marital difficulties, shall we say. But she managed to get through it and to raise her son Anubis with her sister Isis's help. And so may the two ladies be able to help our friend Jinx with their case, and for Jinx and their daughter to both be safe. So, all right, we might have to. Yeah, Munchkin is in her crib right now, and she's all alone, so she's not happy right now. Poor thing, we had to empty her little inflatable tub, her inflatable pool, so that we could take a shower. And I had set it aside, and she likes that thing so much she was pecking at it like, there's no water in it. Oh, where's the water? I want to go swim. And of course, our Darren and I, we just melted. So I told her we'll give it back. I promise. But let's see what Aset, who is known for her patronage of magic and divination. So we'll see what she has for us for her day upon the year. Be respectful towards your elders. Be respectful towards your elders. Watch who you say okay boomer to. Especially if you're an extra, that will start a fight. But just to recap what we've had over the last few days here. We started with last Friday. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny. Your future is in your hands. Make it extraordinary. Your future will have love and joy. And Osiris told us family is the heart of a loving home. Horus said, the change you started already has far-reaching effects. Be ready. And yesterday, Set told us, embrace Mondays as a fresh start to chase your aspirations. And now Aset is telling us, be respectful towards your elders. So we're going to put that with her. And since Solemn's son was, I'm sure their phone is out of charge by now, but they requested a cookie, so we're going to start with them, and then I'm going to pick up with the icons that I see. And because we had the stream cut out, it's funny, I could still see it, but there was all that buffering going on, and it finally dropped it. Someone will have to tell me if it ever manage to upload the rest of it, or do we have like several minutes of black before it just cut out? Still, I'm curious to know how that worked out. For Solemn's son, if you want people to like you, like yourself first. If you want people to like you, like yourself first. I'm going to make a note of that for Solemn's son. So if they manage to plug in somewhere and ask, this is it. There we go. She's happy now. Ducky Daddy is out there. Oh, and you guys might find it interesting. The pen that I use at my desk here. Let's see if this will show it. But I got this at an Egyptian exhibit, and it's that blue background with the stars. So I don't know if it can. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's a little bit glared, but yeah, the little Duat stars. So that's the pen I use. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when it finally runs out. I don't know if I can replace the ink cartridge in it. Unfortunately, I've got a couple of nice pens that are like that. You know, it's great, but when it runs out of ink, I don't know what to do other than, I guess, just give it to Jehuti. But so we'll set that aside for Solemn Sun. Okay, and Ashley wants prayers for my cat, Sweetie. She has a horrible sinus infection, and prayer for us because she's also in the heat. Oh goodness, yeah. Let's try to keep Sweetie from getting too friendly. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Discord cookies coming in. Cool. Okay, and basically we have two kitties that we're still praying for. So we ask Bast to and first of all we have to say our thanks. Do a best for Persephone hanging in there and recovering. Um, and may she continue to recover so that she can enjoy her human family for a little while longer. And we ask that Sweetie recover from that infection and not get into too much trouble with the boys, because we don't need too many kittens. Sounds like she's not ready to have a round of kittens right now. So um, our first request was for Katie, so here we go. All right, Katie, keep your gratitude in your heart. It multiplies joy. Keep gratitude in your heart. It multiplies joy. So, Katie, that is for you. Um, Next is hang on, I can't read it from all the way across there. Blue Conlon. Blue Conlon, it's been a while, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you on here. So Blue Conlon, then Ashley from Best. So. Blue Conlon, you got some voicemail. So you have two of them. Says, and I always tell people if you happen to be away for a while, so to speak, if you don't have a lot of time, for your practice, or you feel like you've been away from it for a while, and then you come back, don't worry that the gods are going to, be upset or have been tapping their foot, their feet, or being impatient. Um, if anything, uh, they'll have a lot to tell you and say, oh, we've missed you. Now that you're back, um, you know, have some voicemail. So, Blue Conlon, July's decisions will lead to happiness. Take a vacation. You will have unexpected gains. So there you go. That's both of your fortunes, Blue Conlon. July's decisions will lead to happiness, and take a vacation. You will have unexpected gains. How about that? Okay, and then Ashley asking from Bass. We may have to go and bribe Indiana with some treats. Ashley, Oh, wow. Be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. Ashley, what have you been doing? Dear heart, what have you been doing? Be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one as straightforward as that. But
you're getting a finger wag.
Or how did we put it? Snarky. I think you said something about the spray bottle. Sometimes the gods give us the spray bottle. Okay. Mama said no. Okay. All right. So Mary Ra, can I have a cookie from Aset, and then Pesa from Bast? So Mary Ra. By the way, that was a cool picture you shared. So I happened to be on Discord today, and I saw that. I was like, that's really cool. Yep. I have to chase after the cookie. Hold on. Mary Ra, a surprising encounter will leave a lasting impact. A surprising encounter will leave a lasting impact. So I don't sense anything negative, if that helps. But Pesa Bast had asked for one from Bast. Book lovers never go to bed alone. Pesa. Book lovers never go to bed alone. And you know what? If you're having trouble sleeping, that might be a way to do it. And curl up with a book until you get sleepy, and the page starts to swim, and then just turn the lights out. If you can do that. Okay. So, ladies, up us. Oh, Katie was with the chairs. Yeah, that was a little further up in the chat. That became the that became our emoji for Aset because of the hieroglyphs. So Lady Zephos, and then sarcastic. So. Oh my! Well, Lady Zephos, you got the cookie today. And if this fits, I suddenly was thinking of, again, the joke I'd made a couple of days ago, I think was about Sarah Connor, and no fate but what we make for ourselves. So the sense that I'm getting is you're in control of the answer on that one. So I don't need to tell you, what it is. It's up to you. That's the sense that I'm getting. I hope that that fits. So that was for Lady Zephos. And then sarcastic, you had asked for one, and then B. And let's see, we've got our Discord cookies. So. Sarcastic? You got voicemail too. Trust in the universe, and good things will come your way this Friday. And of course, what is Friday? Now, you've got one more. A lifetime of supportive mentors will guide you. So, sarcastic? Mama Aset is telling you. Trust in the universe and good things will come your way this Friday. And a lifetime of supportive mentors will guide you. Okay, and so B, also from Aset. B, may your life be a masterpiece painted with the colors of blessings. May your life be a masterpiece painted with the colors of blessings. Now, again, the sense I'm getting from that is there's some blessings that you have either received or will be receiving. Make the best of them, and you will have that masterpiece painted with blessings. So make the most of the good things that are coming your way. Okay. All right. So Ray, Son, Mythwood, and Crix, Serrana, and Love. Okay, Love Deluxe. Oh, hi Ray. Missed you so much. It's okay. You know, you're here better now than never. So we're glad you're here. And Mary Weapawad. Okay. Oh, and Captain Leonard. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. And Darren's on in the living room. You know what? I bet I know why you're doing that, because Indiana can hear that, and so that's Mama Duck. Hi, baby. It's okay. Mama loves you. Quick, let's get the cars. So, okay, now since we got several of the Discord requests, I'm going to get those in just a second. So let's see. We left off with B, then Serrana, then let's see. I see Zabalin and Creature of Legend, and then I saw Marriage Weapawet, and then we'll do our Discord folks. Okay. All right, and Katie's got to head out, but get to feeling better. Yeah, sciatica. I can kind of sympathize, dealing with different back issues. So definitely get to feeling better, and we'll see you later on. I'll tell you what, Darren, give us a like if you can. But okay, yeah, just trying to make sure, because I'm having to scroll back and forth on this. So Serrana, and then Zabalin. Serrana, challenges will only fuel your success. Pardon me. Serrana, challenges will only fuel your success. Don't let it get to you. It's going to give you some momentum somewhere. All right, so I think it was Zabalin. Let's see if I'm telling you. Let's see. Yeah, Zavalin and then Creature of Legend. Oh my God. Tell you what. I'm just gonna grab one. So. Zabalin, love and romance will blossom in October. Love and romance will blossom in October. Okay, and next was Creature of Legend. Ah! Creature of Legend, you too are a good cookie. Whatever it is, I get the sense, keep on keeping on, whatever it is. Okay, next was Merrick Wepaway. All right. So Merrick Wepaway. From Aset. You have the determination to reach your goals and aspirations. You have the determination to reach your goals and aspirations. So, Mary Twepawet. And this coming from, the mistress of magic, skillful magician whose tongue fails not. So, and she's telling you, you have the determination to reach your goals and aspirations. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go back to our Discord cookies that were coming in. So we have, let's see, Ray, then Son, Mythwood, Crix, Love Deluxe, and then Captain Lunar. So, starting with Ray. Sorry, I'm going to blame Darren's influence, but I feel like these aren't the droids you're looking for. But for Ray, your kindness will be a source of light in the world. Your kindness will be a source of light in the world. That's for Ray. Son. You know what? Hang on. I want to make sure that when I put my hands on it, I know it's the right one. All right. Son. February will bring unexpected blessings and good fortune your way. February will bring unexpected blessings and good fortune your way. That's for Son. Let's see. I think it was Myth. Yeah, Mythwood. No, it's not one to open it. There we go. For Mythwood, blessings are the miracles that grace your path. Blessings are the miracles that grace your path. And that might be there might be a heads up that you'll be getting some, so be on the lookout for them. But blessings are the miracles that grace your path, Mythwood. Next up is for Crix. For Crix, Not even a school teacher notices bad grammar in a compliment. Not even a school teacher notices bad grammar in a compliment. So phrase things like a compliment. So that was for Cricks. And now for Love Deluxe. And by the way, sarcastic, if I'm going too fast for you, just let me know. June will bring exciting new ventures and opportunities. For Love Deluxe, June will bring exciting new ventures and opportunities. So let me check and make sure that I haven't. Oh, it's Starscape. Oh, goodness. I was just like, I don't know what I've been doing. I don't have time to get in trouble. Well, then it could be something positive. About things, consequences coming. There could be good consequences. But okay. So we got Love Deluxe, and then I think the next one was Captain Lunar. Yeah, and then I see Starscape. So, and that's the last two that we have here now. If anyone else has a request, don't be shy. We've got our little wisdom text that we can switch to. But Captain Lunar, this is for them. You will discover joy in the midst of challenges. So for Captain Lunar, you will discover joy in the midst of challenges. And now Starscape, this last one is for you. Restrain yourself from intruding into others' businesses. Restrain yourself from intruding into others' business. Yes, and it gives it in the plural here. Others' businesses, but yeah. Remember, there were a couple of things in the Declarations of Innocence about, I have not eavesdropped, I have not, trespassed. So that's a friendly reminder. Don't be nosy. Or I tell you what, there's another thing I'm suddenly thinking of, and this is something that my father-in-law, but I call him Dad. He used to say, and Darren will know what this is: don't go borrowing trouble. Because if you get too caught up in somebody else's issues, you could be borrowing their trouble and taking it onto you, which might be another aspect of this. Restrain yourself from intruding into others' business because you don't want to take on their consequences. Okay, guys. Oh, my mom says that is so cool. Yeah. And Gabriel says, "Hi guys, hope y'all are well. Just popping in. Almost forgot about tonight." Hey, don't worry about that. It's not every week that we do this for several days straight. We're doing this because it's a special occasion. So it's perfectly all right. And I was actually just about to see what the latest forecast says, so I can try to give you guys a little bit more in real time about what is likely to happen for Friday. Because as I said, depending on the weather, it's going to be either 5:30 in the afternoon, or if it looks like there's a chance we could get stormed on, we'll do it at our usual time, 8:30 Central. So let me look and see, because a wet run pet is Friday. Um, Zabalin, we did get your cookie. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out where it was in the mix here, because I kind of put them all in order. Yeah, okay. These were two. That was for sarcastic, and who was right after sarcastic? Hang on, because I'll be able to tell you what yours was. Okay, yours. Let's see then. B. Serrana. Okay, hang on. Because Valen, I know I got yours. Or you know what? Maybe not. Because I could swear I'd gotten it, but maybe then. Let's see. One deluxe. Sun. You know, I guess not. Okay, all right. Hold on. Oh, sorry, my folks needed some. No problem. And Gabriel wants to know if I can have a wisdom text now. Uh, sure. And people ask the guys to make sure my new tenancy agreement goes through smoothly, if that's okay. This will get me out of homelessness if things go well. Absolutely, yeah. Goodness. And having spent a summer hotel surfing, can certainly understand that. And we're going to ask Lady Aset to be with you and make sure that goes well so that you can have a home, because she, of all people, I think would know and be able to understand, having had to hide in the marshes with Horus, having not been able to have the comfort and security that many of us take for granted. And I think that's one of Aset's greatest qualities is empathy. She understands what it is to be down and out. And we ask her to put her arms around you and to be with you when you get that tenancy agreement written up, and for you to be able to find a place that you can call home, someplace that you can feel secure and sleep well at night with a roof over your head and a place to make a fresh start. So we ask that blessing on your behalf. So thank you for asking and for telling us about that. Now the difference, basically, these are all little bits of wisdom text from Egyptian sources. And so when we run out of cookies, what we'll do is we'll draw from one of these. So, Zabalin, if you desire that your life be blameless, keep yourself far from every evil. Guard yourself against the blemish of greediness, for it is a grave affliction of an incurable disease, and those who fall into it cannot recover. And this is from the Maxims of the Tahotep. But yes, kind of a long one, but if you desire that your way of life be blameless, keep yourself far from every evil, and guard yourself against the blemish of greediness. So Gabriel, that's excuse me, Gabriel, Zabalin, that was for you. Gabriel, now this one is yours. And eventually I'm going to have these printed up as a deck of cards. Right. If you are a ruler responsible for the concerns of the populace, search for every opportunity to do good. Now, I don't think any of us here are in that kind of a position, but search for every opportunity to do good. If you're responsible for others, look out for them. And even if it's just, responsible for people at work, responsible for pets, neighbors. All of that applies, I think. Yeah. And says, since we are talking about oracles, I'm going to consult the Oracle of AccuWeather. Let's see what they have to say about. Of course, I'm the kind of person that I will bounce between two of them. Oh, okay, and I see there's a big blob of rain right over the Baton Rouge, New Orleans area right now. So we'll get to see when it's going to hit us. Thursday, heavy thunderstorm in the afternoon. Friday, mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm from a tropical rainstorm. Oh, fun, with a heat index pushing 110. Fun. Let's compare that with Wonderground. Let's see. Watch them argue with each other. So yeah, this is modern divination. Checking the weather. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, does anybody else notice that Etsy is running ads that look like it's trying to compete with Temu, even though Etsy is not Temu? I don't know, that's just my observation. But the stupid thing is, Wonderground is still saying that we only have like a 25% chance of rain in the afternoon. So that's the thing that drives me crazy, is you have one that's saying, oh my God, it's going to be stormy in the afternoon. And then another one is saying, well, your odds are only 1 in 4. So. Yes, hi Sloan, and yes, well, today is the birth of Isis. We're in the middle of the days on the year, and Friday is New Year's. Now that's according to our calendar, and there's been a lot of discussion about that because there are plenty of groups that and individuals that practice on their own, and they observe the New Year in August because that's when Sirius becomes visible in North America. But we start earlier than any other group, and we go with a historical date. So July 18th is our New Year. So right now we're on the birth of Isis. Tomorrow's the birth of Nephthys, and then Friday is New Year's. So we'll be, doing something, once a day until then, and then I'm taking a little bit of a break. So it'll be nice to have a week off, but I guess what I'm going to end up doing is keeping an eye on that forecast until tomorrow afternoon, just to try to make sure, because really it's the most accurate when you're talking about, about 24 hours out. After that, it gets a little sketchier. So it's like we might have a shot at this. So again, keep an eye out. It's going to be either 5:30 or 8:30 Central Time. So that's, if you're on the East Coast, that's 6:30, or the usual time. If you're on Pacific Coast, that'll be 3:30 or normal time, and adjust accordingly for those of you that are living in Europe. So and remember, you can always catch it afterwards. It takes a little while for it to upload to YouTube and finish rasterizing or whatever it does, and then you'll be able to catch it, because we won't be able to do cookies if we're outside anyway. So just stay tuned. We'll figure this out, and we'll try and plan it so that we're not in the middle of it with like everything set up and then, hear a crack of thunder or something. If it looks like it's going to be storming, or like it's going to be really overcast, I'm not going to risk having everything out there and then getting wet. So all right, with that done, and I think I'm going to end up hearing a slight echo because the stream is on in the living room so that our little munchkin can listen along with us. Well, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. And thank you again for joining us and for being with us tonight. We'll do this again tomorrow night, 8:30 or 8:45 Central, and then Friday we'll see what the weather does. So. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Unu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Unu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shanit in Unu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset and Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek and Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti and Khmenyu endures. And as the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. It's kind of an interesting echo. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Aset. You have come in peace, O Yenachuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Aset, O Yenachuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants.
You should try the acoustics if you have somebody on in each room, just ringing a system. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I tell you what, when we get to a point one day where we can have more people together, I think it would be great to kind of play with having, for one, having multiple people ringing systems would be great. But also, like, if we get to a point where we can have people come in and like when we're doing the fortunes, maybe have like a big bowl or something with them, and you can come and you can get your fortune cookie, or something like that. And while that's going on, we could play systems or play music, do drumming, or things like that, and incorporate that a little bit more into it. It's a little harder to do it with this format, but one day I hope we can experiment with that and see how it would work out, with people physically here. So we just have to be patient, and the opportunity will present itself. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, a little cooking chat time. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and actually, what's interesting is there is something for like there's The Cairo calendar and other references refer to, like, what is the particular day. Each of the days of the year has one, and I remember for Nephthys, it was the child who is in his nest, and I guess I remembered that because the book that prints it, Ancient Egyptian Magic by Bob Breyer, the way he adapted it, he put New Year's on August 1st. So by his count, the birth of Nephthys is my birthday, July 31st. And so I said, okay, so I'm the child who is in their nest. But the funny thing is, July 17th also was my parents' anniversary, but it didn't end well because they got divorced before they hit 25 years. So, maybe getting married on her birthday isn't the best idea. But who knows? But I will see you guys tomorrow if you can. And if not, then that's okay. We will figure out when we're doing Friday, and it'll be great. However we do it, it's going to be fun. So thank you for being here with us, and we love you. And everybody be safe and well.
Take care.
Oh, nice. And so July 17th is my sibling's birthday, and they'll be 31. Well, happy birthday to your sibling. Yes, tomorrow's the birth of Nephthys, and also Lady Zephyr's sibling. So that's pretty cool. Happy early birthday. It's Max. Well, happy birthday, Max. And just to type it out for everybody. New Year's. Okay, yeah, there's. I figured out there's a character limit on this. Yeah. Everyone be safe and well. And lots of love. Okay, see you guys very soon. Stay tuned. Love you guys.